on Arena Link, we have all-star power forward Kevin Love. K-Love, happy holidays and congratulations on the victory.
I appreciate it. You guys too. Happy holidays.
Thank you very much. So, Kevin, the world saw this on NBA TV. The Wolves really blowing the doors off of the Washington Wizards. Talk about how you and Pekovic really controlled things throughout this game.
Well, I heard you guys mention the LA games in particular. Brent mentioned the Clipper game that we felt we shouldn't have lost. We really came out and had a hard practice yesterday, and wanted to come out tonight and make a point that we were going to come out and have good games here at home, especially try to get on a run. We have 8 of our next 13 here at home. But getting back to your question, we just want to establish our game from the inside out. That's how we feel we're going to do our damage. And I felt tonight that everybody really contributed, the bench as well. And if we're going to win more games, we need some more of that, especially headed into the new year.
Well, what I'm really impressed about your game is that, you do a lot of moving without the basketball, and I'm really impressed with that. Not a lot of guys in the NBA, as far as rebounding, go get the ball. A lot of times they become area rebounders. So I notice a lot of your rebounders where you're just running down the ball and trying to get out in the fast break so guys like Rubio can push the ball up and down the floor. And that's very impressive to me because now you give your team a chance to get quick points. And that's very impressive to me, and I love the way you do that.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, my dad always taught me to rebound out of my zone. I can't just be a one-zone rebounder. And, kind of early on, I had to find my niche in the league, and it came with rebounding the basketball. And, I'm fortunate enough to have the good hand and arm strength to be able to flick that pass all the way down the court and get easy 3-on-2, 2-on-1, or even just 1-on-0, easy layups or dunks on the other end. So, I can't really jump like you, Neek, so I have to carve out my position, early on and just do my work.
You do okay, though.
Hey, Kev, tonight you guys plus 14 points in the paint, but in the corner system that Coach Adelman runs, how difficult is it for you on certain nights, for you or Peck, really, to establish post-up? Because you're always playing off the elbow, you work from strong side to weak side. How are you finding, because in the first half you did a good job finding 2 or 3 quick post-up opportunities, made great jump hooks. How is it trying to establish an inside game in the corner system?
Well, I think really in the last 10 games, we haven't had too much practice time because of our schedule. Our schedule hasn't done us any favors in that regard, but we've really been trying to put in different sets, especially in the half court, to get me and Peck the ball, whether it's different high-low actions, screen away, or just easy, duck-ins or corners off of the corner set. So that's something that we've been trying to do. Also, we've been running the court a lot more, just going and sitting in front of the rim to see if Ricky or one of the other guards can hit us down low there for early bucket in transition. So that's just something that we've been trying to establish early on. I think between Peck and I, we've done a great job of that. I think the last really 5 or 10 games since we implemented all that.
Kevin, the statistics say you're the best power forward in the NBA. Do you consider yourself the best power forward in the NBA?
I just try to go out there every night and fight. I mean, there's different guys around the league, specifically in the Western Conference. I remember I was watching the game last night against the Blazers and the Clippers. I mean, those two guys are just absolute monsters, in LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin. And throughout the league, there's different guys. Zach Randolph, David Lee, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan is still unbelievable. And all those guys are in the Western Conference. So, the West is very tough. It's not too shabby. And if you're a power forward in this league, a lot like point guards, you have to bring it each and every night.
I personally think that you are one of the top 2 power forwards in this league, and it's because of your body of work that you've put together. And it's very impressive to me that you can go out each and every night and put up the numbers that you're putting up, because if you don't put up those numbers, your team don't win the way you have. So, in saying that, there's not a lot of guys who can play at that level and push their teams to win, especially when you have a team that is not one of those super teams like Miami or San Antonio, those type of teams. But you do the necessary things to help your team win, and not a lot of guys can do that.
Yeah, I think I believe to be a great pro, you have to be consistent, and it's our job to bring it every single night. And there's going to be nights where you're not particularly shooting the ball that well, but for me, especially this year, I've tried to be a lot more of a facilitator. Any given night, team, even shooting at their best, only going to shoot 50, 55, 60%. So there's still going to be a lot of rebounds out there. So there's a lot of different ways to impact the game and be consistent every single night. But I just go out there and try to play hard, and like you mentioned, try to help my team win.
Well, other than being one of the biggest elves in Minnesota with the coat drive this year, Kevin, what was your best Christmas gift that was under the tree for you this year?
This year, I think I don't think it was under the tree. It was just being able to spend it with my family. I think that's always great. We lose sight of take it for granted getting to be with the family around the holiday time. So I'm lucky that around Thanksgiving, and even now they got to catch the game tonight, I was able to be around my family around the Christmas time. So that's always nice.